Last time, we got the odd potion from an old lady in Kakariko Village. This time, we're supposed to get the potion to that guy in the Lost Woods. But the guy's not there anymore. Instead, taking his place is this little Kokiri girl. So you get the potion to her instead, even though I don't know why she would want it or what use she'll have for it. Everybody will become a Stalfos. Ah yes, the Stalfos. That's an enemy we'll be seeing later on in the game. One of my favorite enemies, believe it or not. Anyway, in exchange for the odd potion, she gives me the Poacher Saw, which I'm supposed to give to somebody over at Judo Valley. Now, before I go over there, I want to show you something. If you leave this area and come back, guess who takes the place of that little Kokiri girl? Yep, you guessed it, the Skull Kid. Although he's not going to be as friendly as he was before, because check this out. Is this what happens to kids who wander into the forest? It looks like he doesn't like grown-ups. And because of that, he's going to try and attack me, so I have to fight back. Now, the problem with him is, yeah, you just saw it. He moves pretty freaking fast, so it's kind of hard to hit him. Also, he fires projectiles at you, which you can't block using your shield. So, if you get hit, then that's okay because those projectiles don't do that much damage. Also, if you take too long to defeat him, then he'll disappear. But don't worry, because if you leave this area and come back, he'll be back on his perch. Okay, he's down. And if you defeat the Skull Kid, you get a huge rupee, which is worth a whopping 200 rupees. But that's not all, because check this out. If you leave this area and come back, there he is again. So yes, every time you defeat the Skull Kid, you get a huge rupee. So yeah, that's a pretty quick way of making money. Okay, looks like I'm done here, so I'll see you at my next destination. Before I head to Judo Valley, there's one thing I need to do. We've seen what's happened to Hyrule within the last 7 years, but I never showed you what happened to Hyrule Castle. So I think I should do that right now. Well, judging by the Living Dead convention that's here, I can't imagine Hyrule Castle being in good shape. So I think you know very well what's happened to that place. And Link's expression says it all. Wow, it's amazing how much change can happen in 7 years. Yep, Hyrule Castle has gone to hell, just like everything else. So now this entire place is called Ganon's Castle. And just by looking at those spikes I see over there, yeah, that place has death written all over it. Anyway, I'm here because there's a gold sculpture behind that arch over there. To me, I think this one's kind of easy to miss unless you can really hear the metallic sound it makes all the time. I would have gotten this sculpture a while ago, but I needed the hookshot in order to get it, which is the case for most of the sculptures in this game. Alright, good. Now, I don't know if it's possible to hear the metallic sound from a certain distance in this area, but whatever. What's important is, I got that gold sculpture and I didn't forget about it, because admittedly, every now and then, I tend to forget about that particular gold sculpture. Alright, my business here is done, so let's get out of here. Oh yes, the reason why these Red-Deads can't stun you is because of the fixed camera angle in this area. You know how when Red-Deads stun you, the camera zooms in a little bit? Well, something like that can't happen here. But that's not going to stop those things from attacking you. Well, if you want to kill those Red-Deads, then you're welcome to do so. Every time you kill one of those Red-Deads, they leave behind a magic jar, just to let you know. Okay, now I'm off to Judo Valley. And thanks to Epona, I can get there a lot quicker. Now, the last time we were at Judo Valley, we couldn't really do much, except get a few collectibles. Well, that's still going to be the case, but at least we can go a bit further this time, because if you remember last time, we crossed a bridge and there was a gate preventing us from getting to the other side. But as of right now, I can now get to the other side of Judo Valley, and if I continue going down that pathway, I'll eventually end up in a place called the Judo Fortress. But I'm not going to go there quite yet. I'll save the Judo Fortress for near the end of the game. And just like that, we're already at Judo Valley. Thank you very much, Epona. Okay, let's see if I can try and get across this narrow bridge here. And speaking of bridges, that one bridge I was just talking about, well, it's now gone. So now, you have to get a good running start, and hopefully you make it across this huge gorge. Now, as I said before, I've been horseback riding before, but I've never done anything like that. As a matter of fact, I don't even know if something like that is even possible. Anyway, this guy, he is the leader of the carpenters that was seen running around Kakariko when I was a kid. But all of his workers went over to the Judo Fortress to become thieves. Actually, the only reason why they want to become thieves is because the Judos are all women, except for Ganondorf. So yeah, I think you get the picture. Looks like those carpenters are only in it for the women. Yeah, sure, but not right now. I'll do that later on. Anyway, you want to give him the Poacher Saw because he's going to give you something in return. Jeez, I like a buzzard. Anyway, in exchange for the Poacher Saw, he's going to give you the Biggoron Sword. But one problem. It's broken, so that means I have to go see Biggoron himself about this, and he's located at the top of Death Mountain. But I'll do that a bit later. Okay, you'll see what I mean in just a second. Yeah, I can't do much with a broken sword like that. Okay, before I move on, there are two gold sculptures in this area. No, I didn't want to talk to you again. Okay, that first gold sculpture is behind the tent, and the other one is located at the top of a rock structure. Okay, these gold sculptures appear at night only, so I have to hurry up and get the other one. Although I believe the sun's coming up, so I really have to hurry up and make it over there. Of course, if I don't make it, then that's okay because, too late. But as I was about to say, I just play the sun song, so that way it's nighttime again, and that gold sculpture will come right back. Well, no matter which way I put it, I guess I was going to miss out on that one gold sculpture. Whether it's this one or the one I just got that was behind the tent. Alright, very good. Okay, my business here is done, so let's move on. By jumping off the cliff here. And once again, I really love this swan dive that Link does. I don't know if I want to do something like this in real life because, jumping from that amount of heights, that's kind of scary. And now there are ox rocks in the water here. Not that it's going to make it any more threatening. Alright, here we are again at Lake Hylia. But the only difference is there's not much water here than there was before. I think something like this happened in Twilight Princess. Although I never played that game before, I seem to recall something like that happened. But here, the lake fills up again once you beat the water temple. Okay, I'm going to go up here because there's something for me to get here. But first... Okay, where are you? I know you're here. Okay, is it up there? Alright, here it comes. Yeah, I didn't want to climb that ladder until that crow was dead, because every time I climb the ladder, that thing always sucker punches me. So yeah, I just wanted to make sure that thing was dead, so that way it doesn't attack me as I was climbing up the ladder. Okay, by climbing up this ladder, you'll reach this little platform up here, and waiting for you is a piece of heart. So if that crow attacked you, then you just use this piece of heart to refill your energy. Okay, just gotta be careful going down, because if I do it incorrectly, then I'm gonna take damage. Okay, now I'm gonna head over to that little garden over there. That garden, when we were last here, there were two scarecrows here, but now there's only one. Yeah, it's that same scarecrow that let me create my own song. I believe his name is Bonaru. I think I'm saying that incorrectly, but something tells me maybe I'm saying it correctly. Look, he's asking me to play that song I played all those years ago, and he's saying that I forgot how to play it. How could I forget a song that's admittedly not so creative? Okay, let's do it again. Okay, with that, the Scarecrow song is officially ours. Although, the Scarecrow song is going to work a bit differently this time. So, here's how it works. If I play the Scarecrow song in a certain spot, Bonaru's buddy Pierre the Scarecrow will appear and act as a hookshot target. But it's only in specific spots. So that's the reason why Pierre is not over here anymore. Yeah, I believe I saw him the last time I was here. Okay, I'm going to demonstrate the Scarecrow song in just a second, as I make my way to the fishing hole. But first I'm just going to get rid of this Tektite over here. Alright, good. Okay, as you can see, Navi is glowing green, and whenever that happens, either you could spawn a block of time, or you could spawn Pierre the Scarecrow. Ouch, the sun's in my eye. Okay, maybe a bit higher. Alright, good. Alright, here we are again at the fishing hole. Oh yeah, by the way, before... this is the only way you can get here without doing the water temple. Okay, good. Every now and then, the emulator tends to crash whenever I go in here. I don't know why. Okay, the guy that was here 7 years ago is still here. What have you been doing all this time? Would you believe sleeping for 7 years? I'm his only customer, he's almost out of business, and he's talking about his hair, who he's now hiding thanks to that hat. Okay, I'm gonna go fishing because, there's something for me to get here. Okay, yes, I understand. Okay, the biggest fish is 10 pounds. Originally it was 11 pounds, but due to my computer crashing or malfunctioning, I had to replay the game over again. But I think I pretty much got back to where I was at. Okay, he was saying something about his hair, so why don't I show you what he's talking about? But first, I have to be at the precise spot. Okay, I believe it's, yeah, it's kind of hard to do this, actually. Yeah, it's kind of an Easter egg. I'm not really sure if too many people know about this. Okay, I have to be exactly on target. Alright, we got it. What? What are you doing to me? Did you not see what I was doing? Okay, what does he say? What are you doing? I told you not to do that. No, you didn't. You said nothing about that. Okay, sure. I'm going to be generous and give him his hat back. Okay, as for the fish here, I believe they can come up to 20 pounds, or way up to 20 pounds, rather. And once again, I'm going to see if I can try and fish near my favorite fishing spot, which I believe is over by that huge branch over there. Okay, although this is not going to be easy because since the fish are going to be kind of heavy, yeah, it's going to take me quite a bit of time for me to reel them in. No, not you. I see that one fish over to the left. That one looks a bit bigger than the one on the right. Okay, looks like that fish on the left lost interest. No, get away. I don't want you. Yeah, I don't think that fish is going to weigh that much. Okay, where is that fish I want to get at? Okay, let's see if I could get it to bite. Come on. Aw, man. Okay then, let's try again. I'm really sure there's a strategy to make fish bite more often. Come on, bite. Alright, we got it. Well, not exactly because I still have to reel it in, which is probably going to take some time because, as I said, these fish do weigh quite a bit, so yeah, it's going to take me quite a bit of time to see if I can try to reel this thing in. Sorry about that. Okay, hopefully this thing doesn't let go of the hook because, yeah, occasionally, yeah, that does happen. Yeah, if you remember from the last time I was here. Yeah, I've been fishing before, but I don't think I really struggled with catching fish like this. Of course, the fish I caught, I'm pretty sure it didn't weigh up to 20 pounds. Okay, since it's flopping out of the water like that, yeah, this one's bound to be a pretty big fish. Come on. Okay, I think I'm getting a bit closer to Link. Okay, I really want to see how close I am to Link, but at the same time, I don't know if I want to do that because that might increase my chances of the fish letting go with the hook. Ugh. God damn it. Yeah, this is what I hate about fishing. Okay, I assume that fish is now gone, and there's no way for me to get it now. Okay, is there any more fish in this area that I can get? Let me see. Okay, there's that one on the right, but I don't think that one is very big, so yeah, it looks like I'm not gonna get that one. Okay, that fish I unfortunately lost. Can I still get it from this angle? Or no? Okay, I guess not because they're not paying attention to the hook. If only this hook can sink into the water, then maybe that would increase my chances of getting a fish. Okay then, looks like I'm going to have to do something else in order to have those fish bite again. So I'm going to stop here for today. So next time, more fishing. Oh boy, I'm not looking forward to it. See you next time. Yeah, I know, Link. It's very tiring.